Well, hello and welcome back to Forest Adventures with Scott. I'm out here on a day hike on my local trails, finally getting a reprieve from the heat. It's been awful here for several weeks. I'd have to say it's been one of the hottest summers that I can remember in Southern Virginia in quite a few years. So between not wanting to play outside in 100-degree heat and a family vacation to coastal Carolina, haven't seen you guys in a few weeks. But today in this video, I had a thought that I'd like to share with some of my viewers who are thinking about getting into hiking and backpacking a little bit, and more specifically, cooking on the trail. So that's what we're doing in this video today. I'm going to show you 3 different ways that I like to cook on the trail, but more specifically than that, some of the equipment that I like to use. So stick around and we'll get into it momentarily. Okay, here we are looking at 3 different containers that I like to use in the outdoors for cooking. Don't let the title of this video mislead you. This isn't a head-to-head or which one is better than the other. I use all 3, and I use all 3 for different applications, different meals, different situations, whether it's a day hike, a backpacking trip, a bushcraft cook day, what have you. So without further ado, let's just get into what I like to cook with. So I've had this Snow Peak titanium mug for a few years, and it's been great, but it has its limitations. 600 milliliters is really good for coffee and tea, and it's also good for heating up water for a dehydrated meal, because most of these dehydrated meals only call for 1.5 cups to 2 cups of water, and you can get 2 cups of water out of a 600 milliliter mug. Now, what I did find out on a backpacking trip when I wanted to take one of my favorite meals on the trail, the Shin Ramen, it's not enough volume for that. On that trip, I had to borrow my friend Stacy's 750 milliliter titanium mug to heat up and cook in. So this 600 milliliter mug has its limitations with regards to cooking in the pot. Heating up water, coffee, tea, perfect. So keep that in mind if you're in the market for a titanium mug. Keep in mind that the 600 milliliter has its limitations. So after that trip, I picked up the Toaks 750 milliliter titanium mug. I do like this better, and this is probably what I'll take on all my backpacking trips now. The weight of the 2, there is hardly any difference, but what I do like about it, there's a couple things. This Toaks has measurements. So with a lot of these dehydrated meals, you have to be pretty precise with your water. Too much water, runny meal, not good. Not enough water, doesn't cook the meal properly. So this is nice. Also, I do like the lid on this. It boils water a little faster by having a lid, as most everyone knows. So this is going to come in handy with my backpack trips moving forward, where I am cooking inside the pot. So this pot, this 750 milliliter pot, is going to be perfect for cooking ramen, ramen bombs, mashed potatoes, whatever. It's going to do a little better than the other size. Okay, so stainless steel mess kit. Now, if I do take this, it's hardly ever, because it's heavy, it hardly ever comes with me on a hiking trip or backpacking trip because I do like to keep my pack weight down. But what I do like about this is in the fall and winter, I do enjoy going out into the woods and cooking a meal, you know, like a bushcraft type situation where I'm, you know, cooking potatoes or rice or, you know, cutting meat and stuff like that. But a lot of times I don't take the whole kit. So, you know, I'll leave behind the pan unless I'm sauteing something up, I'll take the pan. But 9 times out of 10, it's just the pot. It's just the bigger of the 3 pots. So, obviously there's more volume than even the 750 milliliter titanium pot. But what's really good about it is the fact that you can cook rice or, you know, meat or what have you in there. So with these 3 different items, I can do just about anything I want to do when it comes to food on the trail. Now, car camping, I don't take really any of this stuff right here because obviously I have cast iron skillets, cast iron Dutch ovens, grates to go over fires for open fire cooking and things like that. But I just wanted to demonstrate a few things for the trail that work out really good for me, especially with weight in mind. I had a comment recently on a video I did about why are backpackers such weight weenies. Well, I just kind of replied to that video. When I was in my 20s in backpacking, I could care less about weight. Now that I'm in my mid 50s, I sort of care about it. And I'm kind of growing back into backpacking. So I'm in the process of like learning about new gear and techniques and stuff like that to get me farther out there. And so weight has become an issue for me. Not as strong as I used to be and that kind of thing. So anyway, something like a titanium mug, different size titanium mugs, and a small stainless steel kit for those bushcraft days kind of works out pretty good. So I hope you gained something from this. If you're in the market for something to cook on the trail and you're new to it, hopefully that explains the difference between the 3. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.